Hi, I'm Simon Duke, Managing Editor at Expana. Here's a weekly roundup. Today is Wednesday, the 15th of April. US President Donald Trump has made further hints that talks with Iran could resume in Pakistan, telling reporters that he did not think it would be necessary to extend the 2-week ceasefire that ends on the 21st of April. Something could be happening over the next 2 days, Trump said. Israel is continuing attacks in Lebanon, a day after Israel and Lebanon held their first diplomatic talks in over 3 decades. The talks are aimed at ending fighting between Israel and the Iran-backed Hezbollah group. Hezbollah, however, is not involved in the discussions which took place in Washington, D.C. On Sunday, the US announced a blockade of Iranian ports. It began at 2 p.m. GMT on Monday. It said it would be enforced impartially against vessels of all nations entering or departing Iranian ports and coastal areas. But on Tuesday this week, ship tracking data showed that at least 4 Iran-linked ships crossed the Strait of Hormuz. That situation remains confusing, with lots of conflicting reports. Meanwhile, European countries are putting together a plan for a coalition of countries, which won't include the US, Israel and Iran, to help free up shipping through the Strait. This Friday, French President Emmanuel Macron and UK Prime Minister Keir Starmer will host a meeting of several dozen countries to discuss how to best police Hormuz once the hostilities are over. From a food security perspective, the US blockade on Iranian ports could rapidly impact food imports to Iran and be unfavorable for grain traders and ship owners. Russia, a major grain supplier to Iran, could step up its exports to Iran via the Caspian Sea. But the landlocked body of water has shallow entry points and can't act as a sole alternative to the south coasts of Iran, being the Persian Gulf and the Gulf of Oman. During this time, food companies continue to face sharp increases in transport costs due to fuel shortages and higher oil prices. Reuters reported yesterday that Swiss food flavors and fragrances company Givaudan confirmed that it is seeing some inflationary pressure on input costs, notably in freight and logistics. Givaudan aims to raise prices in collaboration with customers to fully offset these increases. CFO Stuart Harris said the firm was relatively well positioned on contractual coverage for the first half of the year, but the second half is a lot more uncertain. He told Reuters, "As long as the conflict is not lasting too long, I think this will be manageable. If the conflict drags on for months and months, that will become more relevant." Last week, Almarai, a Saudi-based multinational with dairy, poultry and bakery operations, also commented on the nearby war in the region. Danko Maras, the company's CFO, told investors that for alfalfa, Almarai already has a 1-year safety stock in Saudi Arabia. It also has corn and soy that will allow the company to work for the forthcoming months without any disruption. Maras said, "Almarai is not immune against these kinds of disruption in the long term. Nobody is. And it all depends on the duration of this conflict." These comments sum up pretty much what food companies are saying right now. So let's wait and see. That's it for today. Visit expanamarkets.com to read all our coverage of the Middle East conflict. Like this video, share this video, subscribe to our channel. It does make a difference. And as always, we appreciate you tuning in.